Hello and welcome to Healthwize, a socially responsible, health-specific learning program which aims to educate the Namibian public and the youth demographic in particular about HIV and AIDS, thereby preventing the spread of the disease, reducing stigma and discrimination against those living with HIV and AIDS, and providing youth with information to make the correct choices and live in a positive manner. This program also aims to encourage people to get tested and seek treatment if necessary. But before we go further into this topic, let's see what ordinary Namibians have to say about HIV and AIDS.
All I know, it's a very dangerous disease, uncurable, it's killing a lot of people.
I don't know at all.
Yes, I've actually met quite a few people, and I have some friends who are also infected. So yes, I do.
Do you think there are enough facilities and information available to help people affected by AIDS in Namibia?
Yes, I do. There's a lot of money put into educating people about HIV and AIDS, and I think it's just that we are a little ignorant. So yes, definitely there's a lot of efforts put into raising awareness.
The majority of the country should know about HIV, but it's when it comes to utilizing that information that becomes difficult. Because I don't think a lot of the youth as well take it as seriously as it should be.
Then one is the institution that provides assistance to people affected by HIV and AIDS.
I'd say Youth Park, because Youth Park plays an important part in society these days because it offers you the facility for counseling, pre and post test counseling. And another one that I can name is Catholic AIDS Center, because they usually deal with the orphan part of infected
I don't think there are enough. Well, they are, but mostly these things are in towns. And when you go back to the rural areas, you hardly find these things. So mostly in town, people are well equipped with information, brochures, and all that. But you go to Okakarara or Puo, you don't find these things.
There are certain things that we don't want to think about, let alone discuss, such as the unfortunate event of contracting HIV/AIDS, which up until now has no cure. HIV/AIDS is, however, a very real part of our society, with many people either infected or affected by it in one way or another. Few Namibians can say that they do not at least know of a friend or family member that has contracted the virus, have not contracted it themselves, or at least feared that they had been exposed at one stage or another. Therefore, the important questions to ask are: how can I protect myself against HIV and AIDS? Should I or someone close to me already have the virus? How then do I go about maintaining good health and a good quality of life? What facilities are available to me in the prevention of HIV and AIDS or care of existing HIV patients? How can I help myself and loved ones deal with the emotional, financial, and physical impact of HIV and AIDS? And lastly, where do I go for help? In the next training clip, we'll look at HIV and AIDS in Namibia in some more detail. HIV and AIDS in Namibia is one of the most serious public health issues affecting the nation, with the prevalence of the disease in the country among the highest in the world. HIV/AIDS has been the leading cause of death in Namibia since 1996, and approximately 17% of the country's children under the age of 18 are orphaned due to the loss of at least one parent to HIV and AIDS. The disease has resulted in life expectancy declining from 61 years in 1991 to only 49 years in 2001, according to the Ministry of Health and Social Services. HIV/AIDS in Namibia is mainly spread through heterosexual sex due to high rates of multiple and simultaneous partnerships, transactional sex, child abuse, and misconceptions in the general population about the risk of contracting HIV/AIDS. The use of condoms is low and inconsistent, as is male circumcision, while alcohol abuse, mobility, and migration rates are high. The general decline in marital and cohabiting unions has also exacerbated the HIV/AIDS pandemic. We spoke to some experts in the field of HIV and AIDS in Namibia for more information on how to handle a positive HIV/AIDS test result. Here is what they had to say.
My name is Believe Me Augustus. I manage HIV counseling and testing services. I have been in this field for the past 11 years.
What are the most important things to know about HIV and AIDS in Namibia?
HIV is a development challenge, but we should bear in mind that it's a manageable disease. HIV Sentinel Survey in Namibia for 2012 discloses that our HIV prevalence rate stands at 18.2, and that is something that we need to collaborate with all the stakeholders and see how we can effectively fight this epidemic.
Who should get tested?
In Namibia, from the age of 18, anyone can consent or anyone can make an informed consent. But then if the child or a minor is under the age of 18, then they would need a parent or guardian to provide full consent for them. But we have what we call mature minor, whenever a child or a minor is a mother, for example, is a parent, then they are expected also to give full consent to testing, for HIV testing.
What does one do upon testing positive for HIV?
Once you test HIV positive, a counselor or a healthcare worker or a doctor can give you more information about the steps that you can take in case you test HIV positive.
What is the best way to maintain your health if you are to test positive?
There are several ways that you can take to maintain your health once you test HIV positive. One of them could be to eat healthy, that is eating a balanced diet, also including lots of fruits and vegetables. The other way would be to exercise regularly, to seek medical checkup, talk to your doctor, see how is your CD4 cell count, and also other blood tests to just see whether you are eligible to start on medications, especially antiretroviral therapy, and if you start to adhere to the medical checkup or to the medical adherence as prescribed. The other way to maintain your health would be to practice safer sex, that is to use condoms consistently and correctly, or else abstain from sexual activities. Have a positive mindset, and also try to prevent and fight other diseases so that you don't get prone to acquiring other opportunistic infections, and also to get support from family or friends. Yeah.
How can friends and family support HIV positive persons?
Friends or family can support an HIV positive person in various ways, whether psychosocial support, just to give moral support per se, it could be to avoid stigma and discrimination, because this is something that can also come from your friends or your family, but to really shut that out, because it could affect someone who's living with the virus. Family and friends can also support someone who's living with HIV when it comes to medical checkups, being a treatment supporter, for example, and also providing nutrition, good nutrition to someone who has tested HIV positive. Those are just some of the few ways to support a person who has tested HIV positive.
Now that we have explored HIV and AIDS in detail, we look at this social issue affecting Namibia in a real-life scenario.
You look like a man I knew once or twice. So pale, so lovely, your eyes black like ice. You look like a man I've seen here before. So tired and alone with your...
Hello?
Who's this? Oh, yeah, I do remember you. You're the girl from the club last night, right? So how are you? All right, I'll see you later, or maybe tomorrow. Okay. There's something that I need to tell you. I've been contracted to work overseas for a couple of months, so I won't be around for a while.
Greg, do you love me?
Of course I do love you, baby. Why do you ask?
I don't know. I guess it's just all these stories that I've been hearing about you with other girls. Are you cheating on me?
Of course not. I told you to stop listening to your friends. You know how jealous they are.
That's not the case.
They are too busy messing around with other people's personal lives. No one will ever know how special things are between you and I, baby.
Guess so. I love you, babe.
I love you too. I tell you what, why don't you go and get into something nice, and then we'll go to town for some fresh air.
Sounds great. I'll go change.
Hi, baby.
I love these white towels. Yeah, I do. So like, we could have like all white in the back here, alright?
You're gonna get dirty on there.
But like, if I asked you to buy them for me, would you?
Of course I would, any color
Really?
you want.
Well, there's only white, but I love you, babe. Who the hell is this? I keep asking about all these random girls and you keep lying to me.
What is your problem?
I don't have
She's
any
just a
problems.
friend.
Could love drive you to fly? Could hope be the only way? And would it be a crazy question? Would you take it all and throw it all away? Take me down to the final decision, and the world will break apart today. Take me down to the final decision, and the world will break apart today.
Okay, let me just call you back now. Yeah, I'll call you back now. Alright. Hi. Now, why would a pretty woman like you be crying all by herself? What's wrong?
It's just one of those days, you know?
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, if it's about a guy, he doesn't know what he's lost. See how beautiful you look when you smile. Huh? You are beautiful. You're very beautiful. My name is Peter, by the way.
Mona.
Nice to meet you, Mona. Very beautiful woman. If there's anything I can do for you to make your day go better, you just let me know, you know?
Sure, I'll be okay.
For sure. But you're really beautiful, you know that? Okay, are you sure? Alright then. I guess I'll be on my way. Enjoy your day, Mona. Mona, my card is right here in case you want to give me a call and talk about something. Anything. You know?
Yeah.
You give me a call, right?
Okay.
Alright.
And the other in a mine under Colorado sunshine. Under Colorado sunshine. Could you stand in the way of progress? Could you laugh it off and say, I'd let it all fall down and let the rhymes come. I'd waste away and let the roots grow around some. Take me down to the final decision, and the world will break apart today. Take me down to the final decision, decision, and the world will break apart today. And the world will break apart today.
Hello? What? Mona?
Sorry if I'm disturbing.
Calm down. Just calm down.
I just need somebody to talk to right now.
Okay, yeah, I'll make a plan. Alright, I'll make a plan.
We share our hearts, we share our thoughts. I found your eyes, so mine and so yours. We share our laughter, we share the jokes, and we could speak without any words. But why are we scared of saying goodbye? I only let your hand if I die. But why are we scared to be self-free? Guess the answer is simple and it's called LV.
good. How are you?
I'm fine, girl. Where have you been? I've emailed you an invitation to my birthday party and you've not shown. Girl, what has been going on? And please do tell me the truth this time, okay?
You know the usual. Being the perfect wife, cooking and cleaning and taking care of Peter.
Talking of Peter, are you guys still together? Are you guys still married and all?
Sure. Like, why wouldn't we be?
Girl, it's just that I've been hearing some funny rumors about Peter. Apparently, he has been seeing this girl in town, and this girl in question, I happen to know. And apparently, her boyfriend is seeing so many different girls in town as well, and is apparently HIV positive.
Ah, come on. No. You know Peter would never do that.
And Louise, I will never lie to you.
Yes, and I appreciate it, dude. You know? Okay, take care. Okay? Ciao. Peter? Peter! Peter, come. Peter, I need you to be honest with me. Have you been seeing someone else?
Why would you even ask me something like
Peter, I know about the girl you've been seeing in town. Is it true?
What? I don't even know what you're talking about, okay?
Peter, you're not going anywhere. We're going to New Start Center right now.
What?
Yes, we're going, and we're going right now.
Listen, I have an important meeting that I have to be at. I can't lose this contract.
Peter! Peter! Get back here now! Peter!
The Healthwize series aims to highlight the health facilities and other services currently available from public, private, and not-for-profit institutions to assist citizens, particularly those from previously disadvantaged backgrounds, to maintain and improve their health and general quality of life. The program also explains how viewers can derive the greatest benefits from these available services and provides skills for self-improvement in order to promote the achievement of personal health goals. Please remember that the points made on this program are only meant to provide information and not personal advice. The point of this program is to give perspective and a more tangible look at how an individual might implement the ideas discussed. There are many other opinions and information sources available on this particular topic, and we strongly encourage you to explore them and see what works best for you. Whatever you do, keep the principles we've discussed in mind and never stop trying to learn more. This is Dantagos Jimmy Malani encouraging you to get health-wise. See you next time.